From Upper Michigan's source, your TV6 Early News begins with breaking news coverage.
Good evening to you. I'm Clint McLeod. 2 of the 3 men charged with the sextortion and death of Marquette teen Jordan DeMay are now in the United States. It's a major development in a story we've been closely following since March 2022. Now, TV6's Elizabeth Peterson is in Grand Rapids, where the men arrived this morning from Nigeria. Elizabeth explains what happens next.
Clint, the 2 men will appear in federal court tomorrow right here in Grand Rapids in this courthouse. It will be their first court appearance. We'll be in the courtroom tomorrow for the beginning of the legal process. It's a major step in the investigation into what happened to Jordan DeMay. Finding the suspects, bringing them to the United States. Well, for those involved, they say it was a day that they thought might never happen. But this morning, when the plane touched down, the work of hundreds of people, the strength of Jordan's family, the support of the community, it was all acknowledged and it was all needed to make this day happen. Again, tomorrow, 2 of the men being charged by investigators into the death of Jordan DeMay will be right here in federal court. Jordan's DeMay was one of those people that wasn't sure this day would ever happen. She now is commending everyone who never gave up.
It is. It's incredible what they have done. I am extremely grateful for their efforts and all of the manpower that went into this, because it could have just been another case and forgotten about. The fact that they did this, they found the people, they were able to arrest them and bring them here is amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and I think it's very fitting for Jordan's story that this happened.
Certainly a sigh of relief this morning as the plane touched down and 2 of the suspects landed in the United States. After, at a news conference at Gerald R. Ford International Airport, the acting special agent in charge of the FBI in Michigan, Devin Kowalski, called it an extraordinary effort by all involved.
And make no mistake, charges of this type brought against subjects outside the United States are rare. Securing extradition of these subjects is even more rare. This investigation required thousands of hours of investigative work, and the techniques used and refined during the process will serve as a framework for disrupting criminal groups who engage in sextortion schemes going forward nationwide.
It's been over a year since Jordan died by suicide after investigators say 3 men from Nigeria purchased hacked social media accounts, created fake users, and ultimately persuaded DeMay to send a sexually explicit photo, which they used to extort him for money. When he wasn't able to pay them enough, he died by suicide. Samuel and Samson Ogashi face multiple charges, including conspiracy to sexually exploit minors, conspiracy to distribute child pornography, conspiracy to commit stalking through the internet, and Samuel faces an additional charge of sexual exploitation and attempted sexual exploitation of a minor, resulting in death. The extradition of the 3rd man is still pending. Now, we know that there were over 100 victims identified in this investigation into these men, and we've also been told that there have been more arrests. 3 people have been arrested. Those charges are being handled by Nigerian officials. This does remain an open investigation. That means more victims, more suspects could be identified and discovered. Samuel Ogashi faces a maximum penalty of life in prison. Samson Ogashi faces up to 55 years in prison on his 3 counts. Again, the legal process starting right here tomorrow in Grand Rapids. We'll be here in the courtroom. We'll bring you the latest tomorrow on your TV6 Early News. For now, I'm Elizabeth Peterson reporting live in Grand Rapids. Clint, back to you.
Thank you, Elizabeth.